Now stop before you watch this video. Make sure you check out our recent big announcement video. There is a link right in front of your face right now. There's also a link in the description down below. Check that out before you watch this video.
It's essential viewing.
Do watch this video too.
Now obviously in the last couple of reaction videos we've made it clear that this is the end of this type of content for us.
The end of the line.
And it's been a really, really big decision for us. It's been a really, really challenging one because this is so much of what our kind of channel is. And so many of you guys, the majority of you guys have found us through our trailer reaction videos. But we've had to make this choice for the reasons that follow.
Now, because I've had to take a back seat and I've kind of had to step back with the channel a little bit, we've had to steer and redirect the content of the channel. And because of that and me kind of stepping back, it's kind of ended up in Bailey's hands to a certain degree as well as to what we'll put out, because he will be in charge of putting out a lot more content because I just won't be there as much anymore.
And for me, we've definitely both mutually agreed on this, but I feel like at this stage our channel has moved past this content type, and there's a lot of reasons why we've come to say that. And a lot of it's because my dream with this channel was that we were always going to be an analysis channel. We were always going to be a channel that we started with reviews, and we wanted to focus on breaking down movies. And obviously our videos when we first started were way more energetic and more focused on us and having fun. And now we've realized that people really connect with how we communicate about movies. And that's what I want to keep the focus on.
So when it comes to reactions actually coming to Breaking Banter, it was a really weird thing. It was a wild, windy day in Perth. It wasn't at all, but we just decided randomly that we were going to do a
trailer. It was your idea. I hadn't even really heard of trailer reactions before, and you said, why don't we just watch the Civil War trailer?
Yeah, and I was like, why don't we just watch the Civil War trailer, chuck it up on the channel and see what happens? And we did it, and we were laughing because it was just, at that point in time, like, the content we were putting out, views-wise, our most watched video was probably around 500, 600 views.
Yeah, it was really low. We were really struggling.
Hardly anything. And we were like, man, what can we chuck out to kind of just, you know, see what will happen. And so we put out this Captain America Civil War trailer reaction, and it just took off. And we were like, what the hell? We went like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views, and we're like,
yeah, it kept going up and
up. And it kept going. We're like, oh my god! But
and we like tripled in subscribers in a day or whatever, and it was just incredible.
It was wild. I mean, we were receiving a lot of hate for it though as well.
We were pathetic. We were seriously like really pathetic back then. And we're so glad how much we've learned since then.
It was really strange, but we just decided, we're like, okay, this is a great way for us to kind of put ourselves out there, and hopefully people can watch other videos,
the other
content.
stuff that we're doing. Maybe this can attract other people into the channel. And over time, we kept doing these videos. I mean, we started in 2015. We did Batman vs Superman. We did Deadpool, and then we did Suicide Squad. And now I want to remember the fact that obviously Suicide Squad, we really, really hate that movie. But we were really excited for it. It had really good trailers, and we thought really differently about trailers back then to what we do now. But that video had, at the time, it pulled about 40,000 views just a couple of months after we'd started doing reactions. And literally a couple of months earlier, we hadn't even crossed 1,000 on a single video. And for us at that point, this became the exciting thing for us to do. We'd watch a movie trailer, we'd say a bit about it at the start because we know who's making it, what's going on. We'd watch it, we get super excited, then we talk about what we saw. And over time, it's kind of fallen away for us completely. Because now we understand that a movie trailer is designed to sell you a product. That's what it's doing. There's no other way about it. No matter how artistically made some of the trailers are. We've done a couple of best trailers of the year lists. We've talked about trailers that have truly magnificent arts of work in their own right. But a trailer is designed to sell you stuff. And what we've learned is that if there are no reviews out for that movie, we have no idea what to tell you about it. We don't know. We're just grabbing at straws. We're building towards the hype culture, which we so often are really adamantly against. Before we started doing trailer reactions, we hadn't been watching movie trailers for like a year. We just stopped watching movie trailers. We didn't watch, there was no point. Because so many of them, every single image, and you've done a video on this that was fantastic almost a year ago, every single image was just something you've taken away from the film. We were already seeing all these movies anyway, so we were just at the point we were spoiling them for ourselves, and now at this stage, that's how we feel. And as much as there's so much good that these videos have brought our channel, right now, we've never watched reaction videos. We really hate them, to be honest. We really don't like reaction videos. And that's got to be hypocritical coming from us, and we know. And it's almost a case of, especially with the focus switching over to me now a lot more, is that I can't in good conscience keep doing it. Because all I'm doing is sitting there, talking about stuff you can look up on IMDb, watching a trailer, not really saying anything, and then at the end telling you the exact same stuff I did at the start, and then saying either reviews are out and it's good, or I don't know what to tell you. And that's just not sustainable for me. I can't keep doing it.
Now, I might let a lot of you down because the thing is, I know that, and I have spoken to a lot of, our subscribers and our fans, and people enjoy hearing us talk about the trailers and review it and kind of speak about what's going to happen with these films. But what you've got to understand is when we're looking at the analytics of these videos, it's utterly depressing. To kind of explain how it works essentially is when we do our trailer reactions, we talk at the start as you just said, then we watch the trailer, and then we talk at the end when we review it. That for us is the most exciting part because that's when we kind of really get to delve and we get to talk about the details of the trailer, what it's looking like, the cinematography. That's the most exciting part. But when you look at the analytics of our video and when you look at the viewer retention, essentially there's like a 50% drop off at the start, and then all of a sudden everyone's watching it. It
they've
spikes.
Skipped ahead to the trailer.
So they skip ahead to the trailer and they watch through the trailer, and then afterwards it drops again drastically.
It flatlines. It literally hits like
essentially
no
about 20% or less of viewers are watching that last part of the video, which is where we're talking about it. So for us, we're kind of like, is this something we really want to continue when people just don't even seem to care?
And we understand that so many of you guys out there that are subscribed to our channel really, really love that stuff. And those of you who have supported us, who have watched the whole videos, who have commented stuff reflecting on what we've said in that latter part of the video, our respect and appreciation for what you guys have done with that has been incredible, because you guys are the ones that have kept us going with it. And it's almost suitable that that's how it goes, because the unfortunate thing is that compared to our reviews, this is lazy, kind of easy content, and it doesn't matter how physically taxing this has been on us, which I'll explain a bit in a second, but it's really easy content. I mean, we do these videos, we sit down, we do them, we film for, maybe half an hour, and then to edit and record, it's maybe 2 hours, whatever. It's about half to a third of the time it takes for us to do a review. The effort and the same insight, there's no multiple takes, it's just all banged out in one hit, mistakes and all. It's just, it doesn't feel like when I've got content, when I'm trying to focus on this essay content to get people educated and get people thinking, and those videos are taking me like 50 hours at a time, I cannot in good conscience keep doing those types of videos. And I guess the thing there with that is that this just isn't our identity. This isn't who we wanted to be. And we were basically got to the point where it was like the stress of getting these videos done. We'd be out at like parties or at events or something, and we'd say, guys, bye, drive home. Jay, every time he does this, has to drive around to my house at whatever hour. I'm already here, I set the stuff and go, Jay has to drive around every single time, drive back home. There was a point where we were doing these videos, they come out at like 2 in the morning, we'd edit until like 4 AM, then our internet's terrible, so we drive half an hour into uni to use their internet, half an hour back, get back at 6 AM, get up and start the day at 8. We were completely trashed. And that is not physically sustainable anymore. I don't mind pushing it for reviews, and we have the premiere at night and want to get the review up straight away, but doing it for reactions has just become actually damaging to us. And despite the hard work, I mean, yeah, I've just said that they're easy, it's still an easy content type, you know what I mean? It hasn't really required any thought or whatever. It's the work we were putting into it was hard. We were going really hard at this stuff, and I'm really proud of the amount of effort we put into it. But I think with all these other people that I'm now talking to, online and on Twitter that I've connected with, doing what we're doing, all these other great channels, and they're putting out content that is so impressive to us, and we're still doing this. And again, I get that so many people love what we're doing, but at the end of the day, we have to make the kind of decisions about this because it's our channel. And I think now's the right time to get out before we're too deep. I think at 20,000 subscribers, there's 20,000 of you. I'm hoping that you guys can understand that this has been a super challenging decision for us, and that this is the right time if we're going to stop. If we keep going too much further past this, it just becomes our identity, and if we go to change it, we lose everything. So I just hope that you guys can kind of understand that.
And yeah, I think you're right. This is just the time for us to kind of move away from reactions, because, even over the last sort of 6 to 12 months even, like, we don't see ourselves when we're doing a reaction, when we upload a reaction, it ever being about the reaction. Other channels out there, like Tara and Magnus or Grace Randolph or The Real Rejects, like when they do their videos, it seems like it's all about the reaction. It's all about how they're feeling about and how they're feeling towards this trailer. We've never been like, in the last sort of 12 months, we're not about that. It's about talking about these films. So
actually thinking, being rational and logical.
Yeah, being thinking and being understanding and trying to communicate that to you guys.
And that's why I've kind of been right pretty much every time. If you look at all the trailer reactions we've done recently, there's like very, very few we've got it wrong about a movie. Pretty much every time we've said exactly, we've nailed it every time. At this point, it's almost like the accuracy of it, it's like, why are we even doing it anymore? It's just kind of, it's just easy.
So the unfortunate thing is we won't be able to speak about all these movies all the time with you guys, but at the same time, we still end up reviewing them.
Yeah.
So a classic example at the moment is so many people commenting on every single video for us to react to the Hereditary trailer. It's like, okay guys, you've got to understand, we know it has good reviews, we know about it, we are going to see it, and if we can avoid the trailer, that's fantastic.
Because we can do our job better when we review it. If we haven't had any preconceptions going in, we can do our job, the thing that we really love, reviewing movies, we can do it better.
And so the same applies to every single film, and so, I mean, I think that's just kind of the position we want to end up putting ourselves in, is just a better position for reviewing films and for watching films.
And I want to try to find a way to let you guys know about upcoming films without having to watch the trailers for them. I want to find a new kind of a video type that I can do where I can let you guys know about stuff, because I understand that not a lot of you guys, there is no movie that comes out at any point that we do not know about within a first week of it being announced. Like people are always like, gee, have you heard of this? Yeah, we don't miss a thing. I've literally deleted every person I have off Facebook just so I get film news. That's how dedicated I am to this type of thing, so we don't miss a thing.
We make it our job to understand and to know what's going on so that we
to know who's involved, to know, you know, everything.
So we can inform you guys as well, like that's part of being Breaking Banter.
So we want to look at finding a new way to communicate that in a content format that I'm happy with, that doesn't feel like kind of selling out, which is, I feel, what the reactions have been. So look, I don't really know what else there is to say. It's been a massively difficult choice. I'm sorry if this video has come across brash or, you know, I doubt it's egotistical, but like just kind of full on, or, you know, like we're not appreciative of everything that these videos that we've done and everything that you guys have done by watching them and subscribing has done for our channel. But I'm hoping at this stage now that you guys are connected enough to us as a channel and not to the content type, that you're willing to stick around to see what we do next. Because as we go through this time where so much in our channel is changing, we want to start focusing on what the channel was really about at the start. And that was finding entertaining ways to communicate as much information as possible to get people who watched our videos thinking more about films, less about how we feel about it and more about what's there, what can we learn from it. And that's why I want to push video essays. I want to push kind of videos where I just pick something and just kind of gush about it without any structured format. I want to start even looking at music, at games, at more TV, and just spend less time on hype. More time on what exists, what's tangible, what can we actually work with and mold and shape and grow exciting ideas from, rather than what we don't know, what exists up in the cloud where we can't obtain it and can just get excited about it and whatnot. But at the end of the day, all that is content that kind of is fun, but kind of doesn't have any inherent value to it, to us at least, and that's why I don't think we can continue it.
So wrapping it all up, guys, look, it's a hard thing for us to kind of talk about and try to explain, and we've done our best, I suppose we've done our best, but don't forget, we absolutely love you guys, and we appreciate you all so much, and we just hope that you can continue on this ride with us moving forward as we kind of go through a lot of changes.
And we are never giving up on this channel. I know things may change, things may fluctuate, we may go quiet at times because we're still trying to live lives and get stuff happening with our careers aside from this. But at the moment, this really is our career. This really has been our lives for the last 3 years, and we don't want that to stop. We don't want to ever give up on what we've created here. We want to continue pushing it as far as we can go, because the feeling for us of being able to connect with other people who we've never even met and be able to share something with them and have people be able to say that they're getting something out of what we're doing has been amazing. So while it is time to say goodbye to this part of our channel, it's not over, and I don't ever see it being over at this stage. There's so much more that we can find, and we're just finding new ways to kind of get there.
So guys, leave any comments or queries in the comment section down below, and we will try our best to answer them. But look, I think we have covered this subject hopefully pretty damn well, and don't forget to check us out on both Instagram and Twitter in particular, because they are the best ways to get in contact with us and kind of follow us.
We post everything on there.
On a
People
daily
on Twitter already
basis.
know exactly what we're going to do like before the videos are up on YouTube. So like we really try to keep everything updated on there and keep everything kind of in the know. So yeah, thank you so much for kind of supporting us. And the other thing is we have a Patreon which if you guys want to contribute to supporting while we're going through this period, it would be a massive amount of help to us because we've dedicated everything to this channel and it is full-time for us. So that kind of support is just so astonishingly awesome. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you again very soon.